Hey guys, welcome to the adventures of Dad.
And Emma.
And today we want to talk about something very serious. It's the movie Jungle Cruise, which wasn't serious at all. We went and saw it last night at the movie theater. We had a blast. And so we thought we'd review it real quick. And we're going to use it using some of the characters. We don't actually have action figures of the characters because I don't even know if they're out. If they were, we ain't spending the money on it. So we hit up a dollar store and we got some facsimiles. So let's introduce the characters. First, there's the evil German guy. Why? Because in every movie that's like an Indiana kind of Jones adventure, there has to be an evil German Nazi guy. So, and here's his gun, but it won't stay in his hands. So, which actually happens a lot in the movie. So the evil German guy who's actually a prince, but I don't understand how or where of. Okay, who do you have over there, Emma?
I have Lily, who is way bigger in size than The Rock,
But what does she do?
Huh?
What does she do in the movie?
She is kind of like the crazy girl.
She's the Indiana Jones character.
She's very independent, and she does not let anybody tell her no.
She's the female Indiana Jones. Who are these guys?
These, if I could...
Yes.
They are the bad guys who are attached to the forest, and you will see later, because this is a big spoiler alert, but the way...
Well, first let's say this review is all spoilers. All spoilers, okay?
So basically what happens is that if they leave the jungle because of the curse, they get, like, pulled away. So these little dudes, they can...
Well, we're getting ahead of ourselves, though. We'll talk about the curse in a minute. Okay, so then we have Lily's brother and everything, and he's a big part of it, and he's a real fancy guy. We couldn't find a real fancy doll, but so we just have this guy in black with a red hat, but he was a real fancy guy. And we have their boat, which is called the L'Aquila or something. Anyway, it's some language is a word for the moon goddess. And believe it or not, there's a German submarine in this movie in the Amazon.
And then we have the tree.
There's a tree that comes up later.
And then we have the Rock. Not the Rock.
No, this is the Rock.
The Rock. Like, the rock that's in there, not the rock. And it has a skeleton on it to kind of show that that's what happens there. They die.
Yeah, this rock is like what guides them there. So, at the beginning of the movie, we open up with Lily stealing a necklace shaped like a heart, like an arrowhead. And she takes off with it, and the German guy tries to kill her. And she escapes. With the help of her brother. Yeah, help you out here. So the brother helps her out. And they go to the Amazon, and the Rock is a riverboat captain.
Well, it starts off with the Rock faking to be that really important guy.
No, I'm talking about before that. The Rock's in South America as a riverboat captain, tricks her, and he's not very good. He does a lot of dad jokes. Tricks her, Lily, into thinking that he is a highfalutin captain. Gets found out, and they escape. Thank you. They escape in his boat, all of them.
No.
Okay?
But she
they
ended
all
up
escape.
finding out that he was not.
Yeah, she figures out he's kind of a shyster.
He was not who he said he was.
Yeah.
Because the dude who he was impersonating ended up coming.
But the German guy, the German prince Nazi guy, in his submarine in the Amazon, fights after him. Meanwhile, we discovered that, and they told us in Flashback of Legend, these guys are cursed because they stole what's called the Tears of the Moon. Okay, I could be wrong about that. Tears of the Moon. Tears of something. Anyway, this petals of these flowers, when it blooms, can heal any disease. And it's really a sad backstory. But they're chasing after them all the time.
They didn't steal the Tears of the Moon. They were trying to steal the arrowhead, and they attacked them to get the arrowhead.
Well, they need the arrowhead to find the Tears of the Moon, but they're cursed because of the Tears of the Moon. So they go, and they're fighting, and this whole thing fights, and it's just goofy. There's a a leopard or something, and it's trained, and the Rock turns out to be, where's the Rock? The Rock turns out to be one of the
400 years old.
400 years old. He's a zombie guy. It's not The Rock. The Rock turns out to be a zombie guy.
No.
Yes, he does. He's 400 years old. He's kind of like a zombie. He's living. He's living. So they go.
He had the curse, which is why he always had to be on the river.
They go, and this guy, the brother, and the German guy, they go to the tree. They fight it out. He beats up the German guy, and the German guy has a giant rock fall on him and kill him. That was unexpected for a Disney movie.
It just went.
Boom. Smushed him flat. His legs are sticking out. A la the Wicked Witch of the East or West or whichever place she was from the house. I don't know which area she was. She might have been from North. I don't know. That Wicked Witch foe was crushed. And so was that German prince, Nazi, cousin of Hitler, weird guy. Crushed underneath the rock. It was not The Rock. Not The Rock, or actor The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, but under a big rock, and it shocked me. I was like, this is a Disney movie. So, they're all cursed, and they got trapped away from the river, so they turn to stone. The Rock turns to stone, but Lily got the last petal, didn't she?
She was able to get the last petal, and she was going to take it herself, and they were going to go together, but instead, she puts it in his mouth, and they leave.
Because the Rock had turned to stone, like the rest of them.
So she puts it in his mouth, and it goes away. So she leaves, and she hears the cat start making noise, and she's like, oh crap, I should probably go back because a cat makes noise.
Like, in every movie, this is the only thing that could happen. This woman must have never seen a movie before. This is the only thing. Now, what's that in World War II, though? This is the only thing that could happen. Was as soon as she walked away, he was freed. And they get freed, and she's like,
I love you.
And he's like, I love you, baby. Give me the smooches. I'm the Rock. I'm big. Well, not in this case. Our character. More smoochies. And they live happily ever after.
And they're holding hands.
I'm assuming
like a weird walk at the
the brother is gay in the movie, and they're very accepting and understand that. I'm assuming he finds somebody to love too.
We only think that because he said in the movie, oh, they're trying to set me up with a lot of princesses and stuff, but I'm not attracted to any of them. I like other people.
Yeah.
I like other stuff.
So they handle it really well. And then I guess they never make it clear. We don't know if they are just the bad guys were eternally just turn to stone forever. They weren't killed, just turn to stone forever.
Yeah.
But definitely the German Nazi prince, whatever, I don't even know where he's from, smushed by a rock. I can't get over that. That rock smushed him. That rock crushed him in a Disney movie. I am traumatized by this.
It was awesome.
So, we like to judge movies on a scale of 1 to 5 stars. What is your idea?
You go first, because I haven't thought of it yet.
Okay, well, I give it a solid 3.5. It was nothing amazing, but it was funny.
Daddy, 3.5 is like bad.
No, it's not. That's almost 4. 5 would be
Daddy,
great.
3.5
Okay,
is
so
bad.
1's bad. Well, 0's horrible. 1's bad.
Is it a 1 to 10 or a 1 to 5?
2's average. 3 is good. So
is it a 1 to
4
10
is
or
great.
1 to 5?
1 to 5. 4 is great, and 5 is excellent. This was not excellent. It wasn't great, but it was very good. That's why I said 3.5 stars. It was very good. It was fun. It was funny. I love the dad jokes. I really loved the action, even if it was so stupid. I mean, you had a submarine in the Amazon shooting torpedoes, and they outrun the torpedo by jumping over a dock or house. I don't even know. They went over and jumped over. No, it hit something else. They went over the torpedo. He went over. How did he get even airborne?
And it got all knocked down.
Somehow.
It got all knocked down. Remember, I was like, okay.
His boat somehow fought the currents of a giant waterfall to go around it, and she can't swim. And they share water through air bubbles in their mouth. Come on.
What they do is she goes underwater because they're trying to turn water to stone, and she goes underwater and she goes and they're underwater and she starts like, I can't get air. He was supposed to come down, but he got distracted by fish. And so what they're doing is they're kissing to give the
that didn't even make sense. That didn't even make sense. You can't even do that.
She ended up drowning,
and they weren't even doing that.
Passed out in the water, and he went and he was like, "Please don't die on me." She just went.
Yeah,
stop it.
The brother and the sister can fight like nobody's business. They are like,
but the
boom,
brother is
boom.
very.
We're English refined people, but we can kick that booty.
The brother is very wimpy though. They put it
No,
out.
he not.
Like, yes,
He
Rock.
beat up the German guy. He beat up both guys.
In the beginning.
He punched the Rock in the face.
In the beginning. Because,
yeah, but he wasn't wimpy once the fight
Because what was
started.
happening was, let's say this is...
Okay. No. Let's not get into all that. We need to hear your review. This video's going to be 20 hours long. We need to hear your review. How many stars?
A 4.9.
Why are you not looking at the camera?
A 4.9.
You can't do 4.9. So 4.5 or it's 5.
It's 4.5. Why can't I do 4.9?
Because we're not doing points. We're doing stars. You can do half. I guess you can do 4 3/4 star.
4.5.
And why?
Because it was amazing.
Tell me why it was amazing.
It was just like really good action. It was a thriller. Had a one jump scare.
Okay. Well, that is our review of Jungle Cruise. Go see it. It's only in theaters. Go to a movie eatery like we did so you can eat unlimited popcorn and have unlimited ices because it was just good. And I highly recommend the movie, especially for kids. There's nothing other than the horrible rock scene of crushing that will bother a kid. It's all good. So, this has been the Adventures of Dad and Emma, acting goofy.
And ignoring common sense.
Word.